It's my name.
Dream the donkey.
All right, let's see the bands. Bounty
Like
again.
it.
That's the wrong way
Night
around. Hold on.
Stalker. What do they change this time? Wait, they're on the wrong sides. Thank you.
Yeah, so Team Spirit is on the Radiant side this time, and ESPADA's
Yes.
on the Dire side this time. ESPADA did ban out the Night Stalker again.
Oh, does that mean Team Spirit is Radiant first pick? Isn't Radiant first pick OP? Oh, wait, am I wrong?
You are wrong, because first pick is Dire.
First pick is Dire. Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, how'd they get first pick Radiant? So they banned the Axe and the Brew.
The brew?
Leaving Lycan in the pool.
Why would you ban Brewmaster in your first phase?
Does that mean they want the Lycan?
They gotta take it.
That means they probably want Lycan or Beastmaster, because Brew is what I've seen these teams pick in response to those
Sure.
summon heroes, just to use the Purge, or you throw them in the air.
I
And
mean, fair enough. I mean, I think, yeah, sure. Yeah. But they must be taken Lycan. Well, don't leave Lycan in the pool for a second game in the road, boys and girls. It won't end very well for you. You have to pick the Lycan. And they will.
Yay! Okay.
There
Learning
we go.
curve.
So they win, right? That's why this has been
Got the
working.
Lycan, they're going to win. That's
Guaranteed.
indeed how the stats would say in CIS at the moment in the playoffs.
Okay, so the responses. Do they want to do something like Beastmaster Skywrath? Do they want to do something like Beastmaster Windranger, some type of pressure lane that can also have hard lockdown versus the Lycan in the later phases, in the later stages? Let's see. Naga's a hard
Naga,
lockdown.
And then you get the Warlock. No,
Naga Marana. All right.
Oh, I mean, I see you still want the Warlock with this lineup, right? They would definitely be after Warlock. Unless ESPADA take it from
Maybe
the start.
I think ESPADA might just take
I think
Warlock.
ESPADA wants to take it, otherwise they're going to have to ban it.
Yeah. might as well.
Marana.
You
versus-
can't let Spirit have Warlock and Marana and Warlock and Naga.
They have the Naga net into the Marana arrow, but that's not. You can't do that versus Lycan. He's gonna have wolves or summons to block the arrow.
True, yeah, that's true.
So I have an update for the Lycan sets, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was checking out the game. So ESPADA lost one game, the first game against Team Spirit, against the Lycan. Then they won game 3 versus Team Spirit, also with a Lycan pick. And then Windstrike won the first game in their series against ESPADA with a Lycan, but it was always banned out for the second, third game. And even in the series beforehand of Double Dimension versus Spirit, the Lycan was banned every game. So we didn't even have a chance to really see the Lycan. And he was doing incredibly well in the playoffs.
It is doing dominating. Okay. So they get the Bane. That was also banned last time.
Yep.
So this can be a good way to deal with the Naga net into arrow combo. You can sleep, right? You can sleep in between the frame of the arrow, and they can dodge out. And it's just a really strong laner in general to match up versus Naga Siren. I mean, Bane's just a really strong hero.
Yeah, some nice control.
Even with the nerfs.
They might be lacking a little bit of team fight now, but they have still got 3 picks
Sure.
to do that.
I would like them to get some more team fight. I like when you have Lycan with team fight, because then you can fight outside the Roche pit and you get a Roche right away afterwards. Or you get win a team fight, take the buildings, take the objectives.
The next Pugna banned out.
Yep.
No surprise there.
Yeah,
We
Pugna
saw it last
Lycan.
game as well.
Yeah. Can't let both of them go through.
Oh, one more update. Knoxville just messaged me. Half the region were played on the wrong ticket. So I just what I just gave you is correct, but the old stat with like 7 for 3 it's basically whatever.
Okay.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's fine. We got the gist of what was
But it's
going
the
on.
point is it's incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Like, no question about that.
Ban out the Underlord.
Hey, cat. Ew.
Underlord can be one of those heroes that can be annoying to play as Lycan. Your summons are always getting rooted. You can get chain rooted too. Firestorm's gonna be great to counteract the push. And you can kind of, teleport with Rift. We'll go toward that Lycan.
She's tigering under the closet.
Kitty's being sneaky. Oh, the fan is hitting me. Oh, the lovely air. You good there, On? You're just playing with your donkey. It's a donkey?
Of course it's a donkey.
Did you
What
just
else
make
would
the
this be?
donkey look
You made it
like
look at me.
It's looking around.
That was creepy.
Oh, I didn't make the donkey look at you.
Ooh.
Donkey's looking at you on his own accord.
The
Come on,
combo.
you donkey.
Naga Disruptor.
Yeah.
They were about to get one of the two.
What's your
Either
problem, right?
Disruptor or Jakiro.
Just hanging out with me ass, you know.
Ha ha ha. I'm hanging out with my spirit. Should I make it look at you?
I'm not making it. It's just he's doing what he wants. He looks what he wants. Don't you?
5 seconds remaining.
What is happening here, guys? Please.
What do you- I'm the only one who said it. Anything, but Owen
I'm
hasn't
done.
said a word about the draft.
What do you think about the draft, Owen?
I said, I told you, where's the Warlock?
Okay, there you go. Where's the Warlock? I like that.
Where's
Good
the Warlock?
contribution.
I mean, they're not picking it now because they got Disruptor, but I think, why are neither of these teams picking Warlock? Arguably the best lane sustain support.
I am more surprised we don't see more Beastmaster.
You get Lycan and Warlock lane, you don't lose that lane.
It started to fall out in this region.
Yeah, but I
for
don't
some
know
reason.
why. What did they do wrong?
All right, this is Lesh. They got to take Warlock. Get
No,
Warlock.
if it's a Lash, it's
Kitty.
probably a Sand King next pick.
Kitty.
Oh, don't bite my toes. Oh,
Oh, why are you all dirty with the...
did you like the donkey?
She was on under the tables with the dust.
She was under the table and she had like a little bit of spider web in the face.
So you think this is a support, Lesh?
Yes, definitely. No, sorry, no. I don't.
Looks like it's a core Lesh.
I think no. Yeah, for a spot, it'll be Corlesh. Corlesh, you still want to get a walk in there.
I think you move it.
Bam,
Now
last
you move
steal
it to support.
Every time that you see the Lesh, yes. Now you got to do it.
Yeah, move that Lesh support. They can do great dual lanes.
Yeah, get a Sand King or something.
I think they would make a big mistake if they do still play
Or
it. It's cool.
Beastmaster.
I agree.
It's
I
just
don't think they should play
against a
as well.
life stealer. It's just impossible.
Yeah, it makes it really, really tough. Lycan's pretty good versus Lifestealer when you're ahead. If you get behind versus Lycan versus Lifestealer, that's when you can start to get eaten up. Since they do have Naganet to at least hold that Lycan in place, and Disruptor, the kinetic field. So they do have at least the two supports can hold the Lycan in place. Arrow is not the most reliable versus a Lycan.
Oh, this life stealer pick's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I'd.
They could still go for something like
I mean, they need something for the offlane, don't they?
yeah, they need a full bow hero still.
I'd really like it if they just whacked in a Night Stalker here, but it was bad.
It should be banned first 3, right? Yeah.
So the Beastmaster, but you say you're still not. A
They've
fan?
they've
because
just,
they just don't.
they've
they
gotten
don't
away
do
from
now.
it. That's all.
But then
I'm not-
what good offlane is about? Because look at the bans, right? You had Underlord taken out, Axe taken out, Brew taken out, Night Stalker taken out.
They could just look for an infest target because right now they don't really have an infest for the Lifestealer.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what the options are for it though.
Something like a
'cause
Tide.
those-
Do you like Tide against Lycan?
You're a bit too ulti reliant. I feel
Okay.
like then, and I feel like that's what
Too
happened
slow.
last game, right? It's like chaotic offering, Naga sleep, Doom, and then Lycan's just running around with shapeshift constantly. I feel like you want something that's a faster paced. I'm struggling to think of something though, because I
Is
don't know
what?
if they want anything like
Is
sinking.
Puck faster paced? Some extra control for Lycan
Well, I
as
mean,
well?
we
That
don't
hero's
see
gone,
Puck. Yeah,
unfortunately.
We
no
have
one
seen
plays
Puck earlier this week.
Did we?
Puck. Who?
We did.
I
I
bet
don't
they
know,
lost.
we
Did they
did.
lose?
Okay.
I'm sure
I haven't
they
seen
think
like
they lost.
any
They lost.
puck, to be honest.
lost.
Ooh, Windringer.
Okay, so that is going to.
That's probably the core.
I mean, I'd hope so. You don't think they're making the, I'd say, mistake of having that Lesh still be core and then have Wind Ranger Bane as their supports?
I guess they could. They
They
could
could
still be
still
doing
be
that.
sticking
I
with
don't
it,
want to
but-
see Lesh's core
No.
versus Lifestealer. I really don't.
You can't do it.
Wind Ranger is just great. The thing is that Wind Ranger is also very good at harassing Lifestealer, so they might actually just do this.
But you
They
don't
might
like
just-
it.
No, I'd rather have Wind Ranger core versus.
I mean, because I feel
Lifestealer.
like it's what- if they put Nyx, like Nyx didn't have he had a tough game on it last game.
He did.
And that was not
especially
against a
that's-
life stealer.
No,
Yeah.
especially if you have like, this is your elimination game, right? If
Yeah.
you lose as a spotter
You're
here,
out.
you are
You're
out
out.
of TI qualifiers. I don't think any time when you're a mid player and you just
Like-
had a bad performance
gotta
on a
play
hero,
something
you don't want to
different.
play it again.
No,
Not in your elimination.
no.
Sand King still gets banned.
Okay, so they take it out for the combo. I think they're thinking that Sanking Leshrik was there for Espada.
Yeah.
That pressure lane is still obnoxious. What does Spirit want though? What is a Phobos hero that we're forgetting about? Centaur?
Brood.
Kappa? Oh yeah, Brood always comes to mind, but
Oh, I mean, you say Centaur's not that bad, is it? Get Centaur, get the blade mail.
I feel like we're forgetting a big hero. Is there still Doom in the pool?
Doom is still in the pool.
Oh shoot! There we go. We forgot the Doom. Oh, Pim.
Oh.
What did you do?
Ah, they banned it.
Jody, what did you
Okay.
do?
Aha!
Did you do? Did you just switch?
There
did you
was a
switch
hero
around the
left.
teams or something?
All okay, relax.
Okay.
I didn't notice what he switched. What he switched?
I don't know why.
No one
I
caught
think he
it?
fixed something. Because he had to
Someone
take it
called
off.
him out.
I fixed something.
What'd you spell wrong?
What did he
fix?
fix?
What
Did you spell
fix?
Spada with a T?
No, because he could do that without messing up the
I know.
overlay like that.
Oh, did he add GG bat on the side?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know what he did.
What did
I
you
caught
do?
him. I caught
No,
him.
no, actually it wasn't that.
Oh,
I
okay.
tried to do this.
Remaining.
What?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
What did you
I
try
didn't
to
even
do?
see it.
The Monster Energy logo not popped
No.
up. No, I didn't see it. Am I dumb? Okay.
There's no difference.
Oh, Slardar Wind
There's
Ranger.
no
There's
difference.
no difference.
What did you do?
What's the difference? Spot the difference.
Look at Owen's face.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Well, hello.
He had a microphone in front of his face. How do we see the mic?
Relax.
Okay, so we got
Said let
Slardar
me do
Lush. So Slardar Wind Ranger. This is a throwback to what? Shanghai Major.
So
The
is
Weehaw
this...
Puppy.
This is a core Wind Ranger.
Weehaw Misery,
This
sorry.
is a core Wind Ranger.
It should be a core
It will
Wind
be a core
Ranger.
Wind Ranger then. Okay.
And they've got really good Roche. They already had great Roche with Lycan. Throw Slardar in there too.
It's just lovely. I like the slide against lifesteal.
Yeah, good versus lifesteal. You're going to be able to amp up that damage a lot. And
Good
Corrosive
versus Moonlight
Haze
Shadow.
goes through Moonlight Shadow. Exactly what I was going to say.
And it would have been something, honestly, that I would have thought would have worked quite nicely for Spirit if they wanted to have a Phobos core Slardar.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It wouldn't have
They're-
been a bad pick for their lineup.
And
They still
Espada,
can
this is super fast paced lineup, right? They want to just play incredibly
This is
fast
much
around the
better.
ultis.
I mean, as we said from the start, they have the Lycan, so already they kind of feel the favoured team this draft because of that. And as long as that Wind Ranger is going to be core, unless she's going to be support, I got to say, I like what Espada's doing.
Yeah,
this
it's
time.
pretty
Does it
nice.
have to be a vessel for life stealer? Can it just not be A?
It doesn't
Beastmaster?
have to
No,
be.
because you got the Mirana to jump him around in and stuff.
Because Beastmaster's still on the pool. I know it's falling off.
Beastmaster there.
It's the Vision's good. The Vision's always good when
I
you're
mean,
playing versus
do
like
they want to
Slardars.
play like
The Roar
Darkseer
is
this
great.
game? Because then they've got someone who can build
Oh.
the Crimson and the Pipe.
Phobos does do
Phobos
that.
does the Darkseer.
Yeah.
Darkseer Naga
yes.
also
Yeah.
decent dual lane.
And Darkseer Static Storm Disruptor. I think.
No.
What?
that's Kunkka.
Okay.
Your hero.
So, yeah, but how are they playing this then?
This is
It's
a
an
G
offlane
Kunkka.
Mirana.
It's an
Guys,
off-
take your mics.
Offlane
Awesome.
Take your mics and get
Okay.
out of here.
Not this one, Fox.
I know,
Take
not this.
one.
I'm a.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're on top of things. You know what? I'll respect that. I'll respect that.
Goodbye, everybody.
That was already muted.
Where's the cat?
Where's the cat?
Somewhere, I don't know.
We lost the cat.
Lost the cat. Oh, hello.
Press the button. Press the button.
Why did the camera freeze
Where's the
upstairs?
cat? What did it do?
Just
What?
go upstairs. The
Go
camera froze upstairs.
Go upstairs. All right. I have a hair in my eye apparently because he just pushed a donkey in my eye. But the reason that they are leaving is because they're getting ready to cast the coming game for you. It might be the last game for Espada. They need to win here in order to force out the third game and then have a shot to play against Windstrike in the grand finals. Only one slot is available for the CIS qualifiers for TI8, and that slot, everybody wants it. There's only 3 teams remaining that can have it. Team Spirit, Espada, and Windstrike in the grand finals. Let's find out who is going to take the second game with OD Pixel and Fogged.
You guys ready?
Yeah, JJ, your program keeps crashing my PC.
It's okay. Just shut it down.
Yeah, but I can't see your stuff then.
I'll fix it. Give me a second.
I think it's broken.
Yeah, give me.
It overheats my PC.
Possible. Give me a second. I'll fix. Uh-oh. Oh.
We are.
For battle.
We're in game for sure, right?
Are we on?
Oh,
First in game?
don't I have to unmute my mic for in game?
No, 'cause he's-
Oh, okay.
No, I told you. No, it's just that your program overheats the CPU and then it just crashes it. There's something that's open.
Can they hear me? No, yeah, right.
They can hear you.
Oh, they can
Go,
hear
say
me.
hello.
Okay. Hello. Owen is fixing his PC because he crashed it like a muppet.
I don't know.
Both teams level 1 smoked out to go scout the lanes. Wow. Espada is really looking for first blood here. They've done a full wraparound to try to catch someone on the bounty rune, but Spirit also went bottom and dodged that.
Strenuous thing is shooting out the webcam.
Owen will be back shortly.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, we don't need webcam. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on. So here we go. So yes, it's part of us. Let's have a look what we've got going on.
Looks like it's just going to be 2 for 2. But, oh. Bane and Leshrac, they don't actually have the way to kill this Mirana, I don't think. Mirana's got arrow. Do they just throw it randomly? It's claiming the high ground. Does Phobos, is he going to do it?
The battle begins.
No.
The battery room time?
It didn't go. 2 for 2.
Yeah.
No battle this time. So it is, by the way, also Leshrac support, which we're very happy about. Definitely wanted this Wind Ranger to be core when you have a Slardar on your team for that Corrosive Haze amplification. And here we go. FNG. He's dead. Was he going? He was going for a courier snipe. They knew. I want to see how well this... I think how well this top lane does is very important for Team Spirit. Yours isn't plugged in. Oh my god. Owen.
I didn't plug it in. It's all right.
Owen Davies.
We had a minor
professional
cable
commentator.
malfunction.
Professional commentator. Didn't plug in his mic.
I have a degree in music producing. And yes, my mic was not plugged in.
So, I want to see how much DK Phobos and Viber can get up here. Because I think this Mirana, if you can get like early phase boots, you
Yeah.
can start to pressure. You can actually put a lot of damage on this Lycan. With the Riptide minus armor coming into play. And this looks like it should be a pretty exciting game. This should look.
No, I said I like this whole Slardar and support list they got going on down here at ESPADA
Did
this
you
time.
see that? Illidan uses the rage to try to get the last hit on the range creep, and it still gets denied. Got owned.
I gotta be careful down here. Pressure's on top lane again. Trying to close the gap. Down bottom, haven't used this rage just to make sure he can get the CS.
Uh-oh, Bane. They tanked
he
the
got
arrow
it?
top.
There he is gonna get hurt. It's Biver. Actually getting chased in response. Looks like Misha should be fine just. It does take a lot of damage off the back of blocking that arrow.
Yeah, Bane got netted, and then the Lycan, yeah, walked in front and tanked the arrow. Didn't have the wolves available yet. That's the nice thing they do have in this lane, too, is the wolves they can use to manipulate dodging the arrow, and the sleep as well from the Bane.
Yeah, it isn't really an easy lane for the Nagasari and Mirana to get that combo at all. Down bottom.
It is, ooh, power shot cancels G's salve in the mid lane. Down to like 400 HP right now versus this Wind Ranger.
Down bottom, Illidan. He's having to use the rage to get the CS, but that does mean that he's constantly taking a lot of damage after he retreats from each creep wave.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure on that lifestealer. Yeah, this FNG will head over. Just level 1 at the moment.
Yo, Nyx is definitely mad this game. Look at these last 19 and 3. I don't think he's missed any yet. As soon as I say that, he gets denied in his face. That's the way it works.
We're playing very nicely against G's Kunkka.
Yeah. FNG. As a DD rune catches immersion inside of the kinetic as
He's
well.
got a fair bit of right click, as you say, with that DD.
One more hit. Can you get it? No.
He can't quite close the gap. Immersion just a little too speedy.
Yeah, 334 Lustrike base movement speed. So the lifestealer is still farming, having to use the rage pretty much every time, and will have to bring extra regen down bottom. So sure has those last hits, but not expended on anything but just sustained for the time being. And a blight still.
Stop Misha and Empire just continue to trade hits down bottom. They do get the stuns. Into Illidan, but Illidan will actually turn. Look towards BZZ with that rage. Comes back on him too, but still not quite enough punch to break through BZZ. BZZ and Immersion will be able to keep themselves safe. Back towards the middle lane, towards the top. In fact, Misha forcing Biver away from being able to check for the 4-minute rune. It's going to be spawning down bottom.
Ooh,
And Immersion will grab an arcane rune.
great rune for Lesh. Misha being chased by Biver. I'm gonna have to sleep him and run away.
Oh, another close start though in this game. 4 minutes, only 1 kill going the way of ESPADA.
Yeah, it's quiet. Phobos unable to slow down ILTW's farm for the most part up here.
Mid, G has the grab, the setup with the Torrent, Viper coming in as well. Wind run already being used. There is no escape for Nyx.
And the Kunkka is a very happy man. Still below net worth in the Wind Ranger, but that's going to get the levels back up. Going to get level 6 probably at the same time as Wind Ranger is 6 now too. Kunkka has huge kill threat on Wind Ranger at 6 with any rotation.
If he can play around that wind run and get her in the combo.
Yeah. Looks like Bane is TPing mid too. Misha wants to get wards down, okay, for this nighttime.
Oh, down towards the bottom, the kinetic field from FNG. Setting up to allow Illidan to come in and help get the kill on Immersion.
Good support movements by Spirit early on. His first nighttime already.
There's a lot of catch with the Disruptor Naga.
Phobos. And Misha gets the leap off, but
See,
gets slept. And Misha takes the rune right in front of him.
and Phobos, not quite enough firepower to really fight back against that Bane. 2 points being in the arrow. Doesn't really have the magical burst needed at that close range.
The three lanes are still going pretty well for ESPADA. I mean, the Slardar is getting a hell of a lot down bottom already with treads finished.
Again. This chain stun. Won't have quite enough damage to burst Illidan. As that was Illidan's last tango down here. Wrap around.
These supports got to keep making moves down bottom to make sure that Illidan can free farm. And so they slow down this Slardar.
I mean, because these two, I mean, as you say, BCZ, sure he's getting some farm, but because he's sharing the XP, he's only level 4.
Yes.
So he's still, it's not like he's shooting
Oh,
ahead
mid.
in terms of
Arrow
call.
connects off the X.
He's got the wind run out, but it's not going to be enough to save him against the Star. So surely, as the jump forward there from Phobos, as well as the tie-bringer hit from G.
And they get the ward too. Phobos comes in and kills that.
That's the second time they made that rotation mid and been able to get away with the kill.
And this time with the Mirana. I actually like that move by Phobos. He's like, top, I'm struggling a bit to last hit versus this Lycan who has a clear base damage advantage. So makes the rotation mid with an X. I like these type of moves from your offlaner. Just being active early. But now this means free farm Lycan.
It really does. And we've seen what Lycan can do time and time again.
And again.
The combo, the timing, it's perfect. Nick's surrounded. He's got a bit of wind run left, but it will not save him. The third time, in pretty much 3-4 minutes, the Nyx has been caught out by that gank. I mean, how does he sort of change it up and stop himself from getting ganked? Does he just not go back to this lane anymore? What does he do?
He lost his mid ward, so he doesn't have vision on that side. While
Such a
G
dangerous
does
place.
have vision, so he has to play. He has to play much more careful. He's playing on the low ground of the river, in range of a level 1 X.
Very nice sleep there from Misha, stopping the net from affecting immersion. It will turn towards BZZ though. Instead, that is the biggest kill if they can quite get it. Thunderstrike down onto him, but not enough control, as they will manage to keep one another alive down bottom of ESPADA. Top lane, RTW has now taken the tier 1 tower, so a very good timing for him. 7 minutes and a half in, 52 CS and a tier 1 tower. This is going to be a very scary Lycan, even more so than the Lycan we saw in game 1 from Spirit. It's already going faster for ESPADA, at least on that safe lane.
Yeah.
The other
It's
lanes
key for
are
him to make
struggling.
this move mid right now. Try to shut down G with Nyx.
He's got the boat, so we'll get the boat out onto him, but indeed the run will not be enough to save him. Moonlight Shadow coming out a little too late.
Exactly what ILTW needs to do. I was literally going to be saying, like, that's how you can bail this Wind Ranger out, is you bring the rotation of that Lycan who's having such an excellent game. It's just natural movements with Shapeshift.
Biver. Try to set something off the back of the Moonlight Shadow, but the root. FNG and Phobos have come in again. The sleep from Misha disrupting some of the offensive, but still they'll jump forward. The power shot not enough to get Biver out of the game, as they will survive. They get the kill.
They want the creep. Do
They'll
they
get
get
the
it?
Hellbear Smasher as well. They should. There we go.
200.
Nice, a bit of gold for FNG. It's 5-2 still, but net worth pretty much even because of the sort of offset that this Lycan's creating, the amount that ILTW is getting himself this game.
Yeah.
The Lycan certainly going to be scary. They do have pretty good ways to catch the Lycan and set up onto him.
They do.
Having the Disruptor, Naga, Kunkka, I mean, the Mirana as well, obviously, if there is any sort of initiation from the other three.
Definitely.
A lot of ways to trap him.
And there's a way more team fight on the lineup of Team Spirit in comparison to ESPADA. ESPADA is all about just playing fast, winning their lanes, securing Roshan. While Team Spirit, they've got, I mean, it's Kunkka, it's Disruptor. They've got Naga Sleep to set everything up too. They've got just so much team fight between their lineup.
Top tower is under attack.
On top, FNG getting run down by Nyx. The Glimpse not going to tick in time, as Nyx is able to run him down with a Focus Fire, take out the Disruptor. Down bottom, Focus being put on. They need to look for some sort of opening on Illidan before he gets the Rage off. Biver is there as well as TP's coming in from Spirit. 4 members going in on ESPADA. They'll look to burst down Biver. They've got the stun as well, but G's there with the counterplay. The boat's not going to connect onto anyone. Now it's got the X mark onto BZZ. BZZ gets the crush off with the root from Biver, holds him in place, allowing them to surround him and take BZZ out of the game. So ESPADA bringing 4 heroes down there, but the reaction comes in from Spirit as a whole, and they're able to make sure that Spirit lose nothing and are able to take a member away from ESPADA and push ESPADA away from making that push down bottom.
Spirit did bring 5 heroes
They did bring
bottom
them
to
all.
respond, and they didn't get a single one of the bounty runes at the 10-minute mark. So ESPADA gets a bit of a netward swing for
They
themselves
might get some more kills, though,
Yep.
as Misha has hung around. So at least they get a second pick off the back of it.
Phobos is being so active on this Morona. I'm really liking this offlane play right now.
Oh, Illidan getting stunned.
And there's the Moonlight Shadow to disengage, and that's a shapeshift.
That
Wasted.
potentially wasted, indeed. As they've got the root. Can they? I don't know if they can really try and kill this, though. Or maybe with the statics on the field, they can. They've managed to trap ILTW. He's trying his best to run himself away, but the X-Mark's going to come into play, drags him back. The sleep not quite there, perfectly timed to disjoint the combo as they lose ILTW. Misha tried to use the sleep to help him, but wasn't successful in doing so. Now his own life in trouble. Gets dragged back straight away into the stun. That'll be Misha falling as well.
Nyx just split pushing this entire fight.
We'll be able to stop him from taking a tier 2 that does get a decent amount of damage, but it was a fight that maybe his teammates would have wished he had a TP for.
Yeah, they've got great ways to disengage versus this Lycan for now. Until the book 3 comes out, I mean, Moonlight Shadow and Naga Sleep,
Yep.
great ways to keep that Lycan in place during that shapeshift. Only 18-second duration. I mean, they're actually the same duration. Moonlight Shadow and shapeshift. Sure, there's a fade time, of course, but before he has that book 3, it can be pretty devastating for this Lycan to go for chasing.
And he must be close to the... Oh, I know, sorry, it's 11 minutes in. What am I about?
Yeah, it's
that
been a
would be...
while.
I know he's at
11-minute book 3, get out.
He's nearly got there.
It'll be
He's getting nearly there.
it'll be key for them to have the blink dagger on the Slardar versus that Moonlight Shadow, because then he can blink, set up the corrosive haze, and stun.
Here we go, mid.
Mid.
There's the sleep usage we're talking about. Very nicely done from Misha. Sleeping Nyx and getting them out of there. This is up the combo.
I wonder what Illidan's going to go this game. It looks like he's going to go for the Radiance. He hasn't queued anything up just yet. But versus all the summons of Lycan, you could definitely understand if he wants to do that. Could otherwise just still go for standard builds, Armlet. I mean, he hasn't queued any items for Armlet up just yet, though. Armlet Deso AC is always a pretty good option, too, on Lifestealer. But we will see. So there's the blink. Still pretty good time for BZZ.
No, not bad at all.
12
I mean, we
minutes.
saw he was getting he was getting good farm down there.
Yeah.
He was getting good farm on that bottom lane. Oh, yeah, good blink crush. Corrosive haze with the follow-up from either the Lycan or the Wind Ranger. Got a very good amount of single target physical damage.
Yeah, I mean, that is the one thing that they really do have covered on ESPADA. Limited team fight, but a hell of a lot of single target damage. Wind Ranger, Lycan, Slardar, Crush.
There we go. Got the root. Oh, I'm going to follow through as they... In fact, they found a bigger pick on the side. LTW does get the shapeshift out, but they have the X-Mark. Dragging him back. They've got the timing into the boat. Nicely done by G, but they don't have enough damage. The torrent came out a little too late. So ILTW is able to run himself away. Immersion will get taken out, though. And now on the side, they've turned their attention towards the Wind Ranger. She gets rooted up. Arrowed as well as 2 fall on ESPADA. They did manage to find G, ESPADA. Still a 2-for-1 Spirit coming out on top. Jump forward from BZZ. He's trying to hunt for FNG. But he himself has to be careful, Wyver. He's got the net. Illidan heading across. So turn. Take through the 2 Necro units.
All right, well, they got 200 gold for the Necros.
I'll take that instead.
That fight could have gone way worse for ESPADA if BZZ didn't land a 3-man crush.
Yeah.
Because it was looking pretty devastating by the combos. I think that's maybe... I didn't see if that's what stopped the Torrent combo.
I think it must have done. Now you
but
said it. Yeah,
he
because
got a really nice 3-man stun.
yeah, because the setup from G did look to be perfect, but the torrent just coming through too late.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised, as you say, if that was because he did get crushed.
Yeah. We're seeing the fear of that team fight lineup, though, from Spirit. Is if they can get all their spells off, it is hard for ESPADA to really take the fight, especially when Rum is applied. Sure, they have good single target, but when Rum is there, it reduces quite a lot. And Illidan's still saving gold, so it is looking like the Radiance build.
Okay. I mean, if you can get away with getting it at a decent time, do you like it this game?
It's good versus it's great versus Lycan in the
Yeah.
summons. Like, you don't have BKB for a while, your summons never will get it, of course. And he might feel like he's going to get kited as well versus Wind Ranger and Slardar and Lycan. These very speedy heroes. Sticking on a target can be a bit difficult. Can understand why he'd go for it.
Yeah, and it does make sense in the sense that if Spirit are able to just make sure the Sparta don't get going early as the game goes on,
Bounty Rune
it's
fight.
going to be hard to outfund the Lifestealer. Indeed, there's the jump. BCC jumps with the crush, but immediately there's the counterplay. The boat, the torrent coming in, the Nightmare will help him a little bit, but not enough. He'll fall. Misha can't TP out as well. With the Thunderstrike into glimpses there, holding the Bane back. As ESPADA will lose 2. Trying to come in and fight around that bounty rune, but he ends up giving G a double kill.
They were extremely ready. They were all positioned themselves like for 10 seconds before the bounty rune spawned, waiting for somebody to make their way up there. Even a preemptive static storm.
On top. Now that Nyx is still here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get a catch onto him. Though as he's held very deep behind that tier 1 tower.
How many Maelstroms are we going to have this game? We've got Murano almost finishing one, Ranger almost finishing them, so 2.
And there we go. We'll see that replay again. On this point, down bottom. Sorry, up
Look
top.
at them positioned. They were waiting. Static Storm instantly to try to catch and not allow anybody else to come through. I like that play by FNG.
It worked out, yeah. If that Lesh was able to get in and get the follow-ups done, bam, Spirit lose the team fight. But
maybe. They're still outnumbered.
They would have lost at least one.
They would have lost one, maybe. Yeah, the Rum still is going to be a big thing we have to watch out for.
That's true. He did already get the boat out, even if they would have got immersion in with the stun.
Moonlight Shadow.
See what they can
Dust is
find.
there.
Look at the corrosive haze straight out to Biver.
Illidan just used Infest. 3-man stun.
Follow up, and there's the combo. The boat does come in, and bam! G making a big counter play, so cut down 2. FNG with that stunning storm, picking up a double kill. There's the chase onto Illidan. He's retreating, but ILTW and Nyx, they're hot on his case. Jump forward, BCZ gets the crush as ESPADA. Take 2, they'll get G as well. The army of the Lycan just doing too much damage. ILTW.
Man, that was a 3-man stun by the Slaughter again in that fight. It looked like a 3-man boat afterwards by BG, but
Yeah, I think it was.
the single target focus that we were talking about. Corrosive Haze plus a Wind Ranger with Focus Fire and Lycan focusing on anybody. Insane amount of damage.
Yeah, very hard for this lifestealer to play his game. After it's sort of in the middle of these team fights after the rage wears off.
Nyx gets glimpsed. The re-engage.
He's just ready to go on top of FNG with the song. Will keep FNG safe. Can they fight back? They'll try with the arrow timing. They do get it. Do they have the damage to bring down BCC? Nightmare's going to be there from Misha, but it will not save him. FNG does end up going down as RTW is able to get the summons upon him. With a striking back spirit in this fight, looking towards Misha and Nyx. Nyx tries the shackle shot, will not connect. With the open wounds onto Misha, Nyx will win run himself away, leaving Misha behind.
This was all before this Radiance is coming out. So they're making these moves, and it's pretty much a lifestealer who, sure, net worth is 6,600, but actually only has treads and a Blightstone during all these engagements. Now it's going to start becoming a little different when he gets that Radiance. He's actually much more of a threat.
G. He's got the bow and the torrent. Won't be quite enough as how the arrow was attempted for, but the arrow was just off the mark.
Looks like it's going to be a Halberd build for the Kunkka to try to deal with all that single target burst. Very good versus Wind Ranger.
Yeah. Wind Ranger, Lycan.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
long
dream.
duration.
If you're able to just sort of waste any sort of time with the Lycan during shift shift, it's going to be great for...
Book 3 plus Corrosive Haze. It's only level 1 Corrosive Haze, but still getting brought down very quickly. Arrow to Scout. Gets the Dominator creep. Can they get there in time, though?
They're heading that direction. In fact, they're spooked, ESPADA. As soon as the arrow came out, they don't want to try and commit and finish it because of the threat of sort of the Moonlight Shadow. And there's the glimpse. They managed to catch RTW in the Static Storm. Can they get Illidan in for the kill? He heads forward, jumps in with the Infest. They'll surround him. Can they finish him off in time? He's getting the Shapeshift and Illidan who turn. He gets Fiend's Grip. He's held in place. They've lost Illidan as ILTW will survive. Can you get in with the Shapeshift? He's very low on life. So does have to be careful how hard he chases them. As they'll go back towards the pit. Spirit have shrined up. They've got the glimpse. Pulling apart immersion. Take it to the side. Nightmare will allow him to dodge the arrow. Jump forward. It's actually going to cost the life of Phobos. As that's Phobos dead. Aegis picked up by ESPADA as well as the Roshan. As now they're ready to chase for more. Biver getting Corrosive Haze. He'll fall. Double kill for immersion as ESPADA take the perfect fight around the pit.
They still don't have the lifesteal with Radiance, so he's really not that strong in these fights. He walks in, gets Corrosive Haze, he even gets Fiend Script on top in that fight. The Lycan just doesn't die. They don't have the damage
so close
to
to killing him. I mean, even if they killed the Lycan in that scenario, they would have still suffered as much as they did for sure after the back of that fight. As the Lycan wasn't even needed after that first bit, as he had to sit to the side. It was very low ILTW.
Yep.
And we'll see again. It looks like you sort of see this as well. Illidan pulls himself away from ILTW at the end. Because I thought he was going to get away with this, but look, he's in it, then he just starts to retreat. I guess he knows the rage is running out.
He knows he's going to get gripped too.
Sure. Yeah, ILTW, I guess, did need at least like 3 more hits, which would have been unlikely to get even if he stood on his target.
You know, if he did have some type of armlet or anything, he might have had the damage to go through. But he's banked a lot on this rating, so they're really going to need this to work. It's starting to hurt them a bit in these last 2 fights, because they do have a really strong team fight if they can actually enable their lifestealer, but they're not really able to so far in this. They're not bringing down these supports, all this control that there is.
Look towards the mid lane, looking for that wraparound of ESPADA.
They know that they're there. The ward gets placed as a sentry gets placed. Spirit is aware of this.
Looks like they will not get caught out by it. Have to let tier 1 tower go. There is that radiance. We'll see how much of a difference this makes in the fights. As long as Illidan can keep himself alive. Which is hard to do, as we've seen with that corrosive haze and single target damage that ESPADA have.
Yeah. They keep getting the jump on the better targets too on ESPADA.
Bottom. Over. Looking for the song setup.
With the arrow.
They are going to just focus down BZZ. They want to make sure that they can get BZZ, and they will. BZZ will fall. Fuse Grip coming out, though, onto Illidan, holding him in place, but the glimpse is there to cancel the channel. So Illidan can retreat. Get themselves up to the high ground. They've taken what they wanted. They got the Aegis.
They can go for more, though. They can keep going for these glimpse plays since they have the numbers now. They get a little bit spooked, though, going onto the high ground. Great play there by Biver and Phobos. Biver lets the arrow actually go through BZZ, and it hits the Wind Ranger, so they kill that Aegis and the Slardar. And now they're looking to try to take this fight. FNG's porting into the midst of them.
He's got to manage to get the kinetic field. That's going to trap 2 of them for a start. Misha, Nightmare himself trying to slow down Illidan, but Illidan just continues to go. The glimpse as well, dragging Nyx back in. Immersion gets taken down by Phobos towards the top. Misha will survive. He'll actually turn Nyx with the power shot, cut down FNG, but Illidan open moves back up, chasing down Nyx. Nightmare's there, immediately removed to allow Nyx to win run himself away. And Illidan, he's left on his own edge. There's the backup he requires. Coming in, isn't enough to save Illidan. The boat will come through. He has the rum, Illidan. The summons coming out once again. The disarm down onto the Lycan, but the shackle from Nyx across the trees catches out the lifestealer. Jump forward from BZZ with the crush as they take down Phobos as well. Another fight, ESPADA managing to weave themselves in and out of. They were unable to kill Nyx when they wanted the win run, just proving to be too much of a nuisance.
Who did G go for in that fight? Because I saw Illidan bottom getting kited around by 3 heroes.
And he just came in a little late, didn't
he? He just came in late, okay. Because it did seem like a pretty bizarre fight. They seemed like they just got completely outnumbered when they had more heroes still alive. And they need to be able to, like I was saying, enable the lifesteal to stick on targets, because he just got kited again in that fight.
Mid, they're out. They are without 2 of their team Spirit. And now without 3 is FNG. Gets picked off on the side of the middle lane. Gotta be careful coming out on the map when they're not as a full 5-man, as the pick-off potential of ESPADA's team is very strong.
Yeah, and it's going to start getting even scarier because Team Spirit, they're very reliant on holding people in place and getting their combos and whatnot. BKB's done for Wind Ranger. BKB's getting close to being done for ILTW as well. So that's going to give them the liberty to just beeline for Illidan, as they have been already. Illidan's going to be going for like Medallion Solar Crest build to try to counteract all that minus armor. Definitely feeling the fear for this lifestealer though.
Let's see what they can head to next. It's Team Spirit. Ready to go with the Moonlight Shadow. Looking to make that jump occur.
Dire are scanning.
But
Got
who
the
do they get it
infested
upon?
ancient.
So look at Misha. Jumping from BZZ. Does manage to get the crush on 2 from the back of it. One's going to come out, won't clip onto anyone. Illidan has managed to finish off Misha. Turns towards the slider. There's the song from Biver.
They have disrupted. They don't have kinetic field yet for 5 seconds.
Oh, that would have been the dream catch if they had it. But as you say, because they don't, they'll just back away. They know they haven't got the catch, but the side after they come in with the crush. They've got 2, but now the kinetic field and status number out. But Nix is the BKB. BZZ's already out of the combo. Illidan, he'll fall. They've lost their life stealer. Biver will manage to retreat, get himself away from the Lycan's walls. They lose Illidan if they had that kinetic field.
So much damage that comes in. Illidan just dies as soon as he gets Corrosive Haze. They have to find a way to protect this man.
Tower is under attack.
ESPADA keeping that lead and advantage going. They're ready to try for this tier 2 tower mid. 20 seconds still until Illidan's back in the game.
Yeah. He's really just having so much trouble sticking on target. His damage is damage over time rather than this like fast, quick one because of this Radiance build. But even then, like BKB, Windrun, even a drums on the Leshrac, all these different maneuverability items just to kite around that lifestealer.
Every coin helps.
Now they've got BKB on Phobos. I mean, he's 6-2 and 12 on this Marana, part of 18 of 20 of their kills.
He's the most farmed on that team.
Yeah, he's had a great game so far. His team's been getting some struggling team fights just to get the setup properly. But yeah, like you said though, if that kinetic field was up, that would have been a pretty dream situation for them in that last sleep. FNG. Trying to get some information because they're really kind of trapped in their base for the most part here. It's 8k gold lead for ESPADA. Also about a 5k experience lead, and they're just sitting here waiting for plays to happen. They're not splitting up and allowing Spirit to use their disruptor at the strength that they tend to do, where they just constantly find glimpse kills over and over again. Staying all together, looking to take fights.
Spirit are ready to leave the base. Sparta getting position for the wraparound. Illidan coming quite far out there on an attempt at taking down those summons. And they'll put the Moonlight Shadow, but they're sitting around a sentry. Got very good vision here to play around, and straight away the ward getting behind. So at least FNG will know their plans.
They've been sitting here for over a minute. Yeah. Just not allowing Spirit to get the space on the map. Since that bottom lane is very pushed in, it's hard for Spirit to really go there and farm. The book will be cleaned up. G, get that gold. Getting close to his BKB. They have to be very quick on their fingers, though, on the side of Spirit. Getting that BKB off.
Yeah.
Going to be absolutely crucial for Mirana Kunkka, because we've seen how fast they can get brought down from his damage from the side of ESPADA. Tower claimed. They've got BKB just being delivered on the Lycan with that last courier usage. They're ready to go threaten. And book is up again.
We'll go straight onto immersion. The rage ending, he'll back off. They've got the X mark. G looking for the combo, but not going to find the torrent off the back of the X mark. Immersion's able to walk off.
Illidan literally just walks up and fast kills the book right away. So that was gold. That was a freshly summoned book 3. And it will push ESPADA away from going for this. And they might lose some people here.
But you got the X on to Misha. There's the sleep. Very nice dodge. As Misha showing how good Bane can be against a Kunkka.
Yeah.
Stopping those sort of free catches that a Kunkka in pretty much any other game would absolutely get.
I just like that ESPADA is sitting around this area. They're like, do not allow ourselves to just get picked off. Control this area. Control for the next Roshan. That's the goal in this game when you have this type of Lycan. Your second Roshan is one of your biggest keys to try to break that high ground if you weren't able to earlier. Not giving much breathing room to Team Spirit. Illidan is now venturing to try to look for places to farm. And the rest of the team will smoke up. Probably look to meet up with him as well. They do not want to fight without their lifestealer so much, but now they do see Lash.
They might be forced to. Maybe if they can get a quick pick, they'll be okay. They'll look towards immersion. Again, very hard to sort of catch the spot, but they're bammo. With that torrent and boat, they'll find him. But BZZ's in with the counterplay, comes in with the crush Biver. He's got the song, but the kinetic field static symbol have already been used, so they have to get out. They don't have the follow-up to the song. And ESPADA, they're ready to chase. They have the corrosive haze onto G.
The Radiant stopped the Blink Dagger from the Slaughter for a second, but
he does still get it off. He comes forward, but the charm was laid down. Fiends goes there. They need someone to cancel it, but they can't. G is dead. Illidan's coming in with the wraparound. He's looking towards ILTW, but with the BKB on ILTW and the Corrosive Haze on Illidan, Illidan cannot fight. He has to retreat. Buyback from G coming out.
big for ESPADA. That was the Ancient in the back canceled the Blink Dagger for a second, but not long enough. Allows BCC to get that next cross. BCC is having great performance on the Slardar as well. Both offlaners just really stepping it up for each team.
I'm just not quite able to get that perfect combo last time around. By getting the song off, you can imagine that he was so low, so FNG probably didn't expect him to get the chance to, so just drop the Static Storm and kinetic foot down at the same time.
Good lane.
So if they can get the catch onto Nyx, they can't. None of the spells will hit. Nyx will be fine. Torrent combo off the mark.
It's pretty sad when you see Bane is 0, 7, 11, but Misha's actually done incredibly well
He has
on this year
saved
already.
so many lives.
Yeah, so many lives have been saved from that sleep.
Yeah. So he has managed to finish off the Solar Crest. What do you imagine we'll see him go back for next?
Still some more armor. I think AC could even be possible, but maybe Manta.
He finds the catch. They've got the Shackle. He's gone. Piper will try for the TP and does make it just before Immersion finds him in the trees.
And that could be Roche. Miranda dead. They kill it so fast with level 2 Corrosive Haze now as well.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Surely no way that Spirit looked to go over here.
You know, Immersion's been quietly farming for quite a bit too. Has Aeon Disc, Yules, Drums, and an Urn. Level 15 Lesh, ahead of his Slardar in farm. Almost tied with G.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to jump and kill him.
This Lesh is definitely putting in a big punch in the fights now too.
I really think coming together very nicely from ESPADA. It's the draft. I mean, they had the Lycan.
They have the Lycan, right? This is what we're talking about.
But there are other things that are working for them.
Absolutely. I mean,
but they do also. They have the Lycan.
they have the Lycan.
They have the Lycan. You can't let teams do that unless you want to lose. Don't let your opponent play Lycan unless you want a very hard game at the least. As we're starting to see is the case here for Spirit. They are 12k behind.
Looks to get. I mean, he's queued up. He just did a Yasha on Illidan for now, so just trying to get movement speed, to not get kited around so much. Immersion.
And down the road, having the Manta. So obviously, it's a nice answer for the Corrosive Haze because that really does destroy him.
Absolutely. They've stacked up a lot of ways. Right, he went Solar Crest and Biver went Medallion, so they're trying their best to protect this lifesteal, protect the targets from getting focus fired with that minus armor.
The grab on Immersion.
This time.
But and again, the sleep, slowing things down. Immersion. Falling low, Illidan's trying to finish him off, but he can't. As look, immediately, the focus fire
Oh
Corrosive
my
Haze.
God.
Illidan just dies in the matter of a second. He's gone for 60. The song was out from Biver, so Biver, can he get himself round off away? It looks like he can. Xbox there.
Oh, the
onto
book!
Oh!
The arrow hit the book!
No, it didn't.
It did.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
We gotta get a replay of that. We gotta get a
Get a
replay.
JJ
Oh,
replay up for that
no.
one.
I mean, we should watch him pushing the base. We'll get the
We
replay
will, yeah,
later.
afterwards.
We'll be able to watch the replay later. But
That was also a Nick Wind Ranger
was
with
that
a DD.
intentionally placed in front of the arrow, the summon?
It
or
looked like it just kind of ran
was
into
just
it,
that?
to be honest. But look at the Wind Ranger's damage in that last fight, though. 3,200.
I mean, yeah, with that
DD
Corrosive
focus
Haze.
fire. Yeah.
And that is a Rax. 33 minutes in. They'll take it, ESPADA.
We've seen this before. Almost a full MKB now as well on the Wind Ranger to deal with that Solar Crest and Radiance that is there for the life there. It's looking really, really hard for Spirit. It has been
There
for
we
quite
go.
a while.
I think this is it, isn't it?
I mean, look at the fact that they can't kill Immersion when he's arrowed like this
Sure.
already is showing. Look at this life.
He's, it's not enough.
It's just not there. He doesn't have the focus fire.
And look how quickly he dies.
Dies incredibly fast.
And
now
here
we're
we go.
gonna see.
Here we go.
Let's see the arrow.
Poor
Did he
old
move it?
Phobos.
It looked like it just
Was it
did.
intentional?
Let's see if it was intentional.
Where's the arrow? So there's Phobos turns. Arrow comes out.
Eh, it doesn't look intentional.
There was it.
We'll give it to him anyway.
We'll give it to him anyway. Intentional play.
Radiant's top shrine
Ouch,
has
that's
fallen.
painful. Excellent replay.
Very nice, very nice. JJ. 18k lead now for ESPADA. Can Spirit really turn this one around?
I feel like they need to get like every spell to land perfectly. I still feel like they lack damage.
Oh, BCZ. Let's get the two-man crush. Immersion gets the two-man stun follow-up as he's straight in with the damage. Looking towards FNG. Ian Disc is there to keep Immersion safe. FNG tries to run away, but the damage from the ledge is too much. They've lost FNG for 40 seconds. Illidan just getting shredded. The song will save him. Biver able to keep him alive. They're turning around the song. Bo not going to do it as the sleeps there on ILTW. ILTW is able to run himself away. Phobos trying to chase down BZZ. The arrow comes out onto the Lycan.
Now he's focused.
With the focus fire onto Phobos. There's no way to save Phobos. Phobos is gone. Nyx is pretty deep. The rage. Again, Corrosive Haze on Illidan. Illidan has to be so careful once the Corrosive Haze is on him. Torrent onto Nyx. Can they kill off that Wind Ranger? They can, but he's got the Aegis. Nyx is going to be back for round 2. They need more out of this Spirit, and they're trying. G's in. He's looking towards RTW, but RTW back up to full health. The focus fire nearly finishing off G. The power shot as well. There's the Shackle. He's going in. He's still disarmed. Can G keep himself alive? He can't. Nyx is able to get in, get the kill. Kunkka down for 80 seconds. ESPADA coming in to clean up even more as Biver gets jumped upon. FNG shut down as well. GG is called. ESPADA, they get the Lycan.
You know,
they win the game.
They get the Lycan, but this last
I
big
mean,
slaughter for
it was
me
the
also
slaughter,
was
really.
fantastic. Phobos, multiple 3-man crushes, multiple 2-man crushes, whatnot. The Corrosive Haze just had such an impact in this game too.
Yeah.
You just felt they couldn't take fights. That one person would get Corrosive Haze and they just died.
Wow.
Well done.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So that was game 2 of this best of 3. ESPADA managing to draw it to an equalizer at the moment. 1-1 between the two sides, as we will have a short break, and we will see very, very shortly who's able to push on and get to the point where they're playing against Fly to Moon, aka Windstrike, in the best of 5 grand finals, and who will be meeting the end of their road towards TI8. We'll see you very shortly. Don't go anywhere.